Hold on. Hold on. I got it. I can do this. I can do this. I know I can. I know I can. I can. I can do it. So, such a dork. Oh dear. What is happening? I need my drum. I just need it. I need it right now. I need my drum. It's like my big comfort object right now. I want to talk about feelings. How odd. Fuck. Actually, this is serious for me. I say things are serious for me, and then I say that I don't know what serious is. And I'm gonna have to work this out at some point. Big internal conflict. I was just drinking, by the way. I was just drinking my water out of my purple mason jar that I have. Noticing at the bottom as I'm drinking it, like just the second, that there's like a 22 and a 14 and a horseshoe at the bottom of it. Okay. I'm just gonna let that sink in to myself. So, okay, fuck, here we go. Really, really beautiful night with the Mimi and Grandpa. And I'll get into that a little bit in a second. But I've had some things today that have been just sort of like, challenging me really to try to express, because I love to express stuff. It's like my thing. It's like my hobby. It's like my favorite thing to do is to try to express stuff that I feel. But some things just, I mean, they're just like off the charts. They defy expression. Maybe I can get there a little bit poetically on paper, but you know, what a challenge, and how interesting to try to let myself talk about it and see what happens, what comes out. And it's just so enlivening to try to do that. So I'm gonna try. So, fuck. But it's seriously sacred stuff, so bear with me. Because I need to talk about some things. Oh my god. Some, Peach Ranson and Nikki and sound and music. And obviously this is a really expansive thing, like huge, enormous thing, and there's just so many. Just so many intimate things I've heard in music, and so many things that are just blow intimacy apart into like this complete outer space, like cosmic interchange, I guess. But not so long ago, when my life fell into absolute chaos and pandemonium. I mean, just absolute chaos. And I genuinely was fearing for my life, which is not a normally sustained feeling for me. Now, I have feared for my life in dreams, and I have feared for my life in these sleep paralysis episodes that I've had in the past. But, you know, they're temporary. They don't feel that way in the moment, obviously, or you wouldn't be fearing for your life, but they are temporary. And what happened not so long ago was extremely, it was just very persistent and long and very waking life oriented. So I really did fear for my life for like a while, for a while. And I really don't know how this happened. I don't wonder why it happened, or even that it happened. But I don't know how. I still don't know how it happened. like in my own process of the timing of it, where in the midst of this complete despair, and it was, I found two songs so close together that they're now directly, like, they're like one experience for me in my Apple Music. Because I turned to music, I was looking at music, I was finding music. First music was being recommended to me that just scared me somehow in there. I went to just look up, you know, even though you ain't got money, and found Nicki's name and heard that song and heard PJ. My kids are screaming in the other room. Sorry about that. That always happens. You know, apocalypse or not. And some, it's really genuinely grouped together in my mind, finding Where is Love from Oliver and hearing Nicki's voice. And I daring myself right now to try to explain what this felt like, and I have to a couple of people, like tried or like brushed the surface, but this is important. How do I do this? Okay, there's this poem, this little Emily Dickinson poem that I relate to a lot, that I've related to a lot in my life, and I actually know it by heart, but I get nervous like on the spot. So with this, so I'm gonna read it, and it's there is a pain so utter, it swallows substance up, then covers the abyss with trance, so memory can step around, across, upon it, as one within a swoon goes safely, where an open eye would drop him, bone by bone. But there is a pain so utter, it swallows substance up. So imagine relating to this so entirely for so long. And then imagine this sort of opposite feeling, the undoing of it, washing over you and through you. Truly, it was a flood. Like an absolute flood of the undoing of everything painful that I have ever felt or known. Oh God. And then, like a fear sets in that it might not be real. And that I would die if it wasn't. And because of all the things I know I can survive, having that feeling wash over me and having it be then taken away would kill me. And I knew it would. And so it was a put on your armor moment and fight to have this be real, or just to make sure it's real, just something. And then there's this other thing I want to say, and it's like freaking me out a little bit because it's so explicit, and you know, I don't have a problem being explicit at all, clearly. But about this I do, because it is so explicit. But the feeling is so soulful, you know? How do I do it? So as this, you know, armor on, like, what is happening? I've got to figure this out and fight for this feeling. carry this feeling, to hold this feeling, to keep this feeling, to make this feeling real, to have this be real, to believe that it's real. Like, my heart is gone. So, I mean, basically put on armor to follow my heart. So then it becomes, it materializes more. And then, the reality comes into view a little bit more. And I have to try to find a way to say this because it is so sacred and it's not something we talk about. And I know I've written about it and I've spoken about it a little bit before, but it's a sequence here, so I have to do it. About sex, about the thought. Like, do you know what it's like to fall on the floor? Because I do. At the thought of, like, this human being, this just absolute love, like penetrating me, and like, oh God, this is so explicit. Why is this hard? It's hard. It's hard. Like, there's a reason that we have sex, and there's a reason that someone ejaculates into someone else. It sounds like it's not a poetic enough word, but I'm at a loss. I don't know how to do it. I can't think. Come, but we use that all the time. Like, I need to invent a poet. Like, let's call it, drum, help me. Let's call it release. Oh, that's good. This is gonna work for me. Hold on, I gotta figure it out. Like, to have, just complete love penetrate you and release love inside of your body. Like it's breathtaking. It's absolutely breathtaking feeling. And I mean, really brings me to my knees still. It's just like, how could I don't understand even okay, wait, do it. Just don't be such a moron. It's breathtaking. It's like, how could I ever want anything more? I can't. I actually can't. I would be a fool to even try any longer. Just what my body's designed for this love to play, like, completely released inside of me, soulfully, heartfully, and physically, and fluidly. It's just a fact. It's just gorgeous. It's like, it is still, it brings me to my knees. I mean, like, some people want pizza all the time. I want this all the time. I like pizza a lot. So this is saying a lot about me. It is the most amazing, incredible feeling that is the biggest, greatest mystery to me. How I could want something so deeply. It would just almost paralyze me in the opposite way of fear. Just take my breath away in the opposite way of pain. It's just a flooding sensation, genuinely. Just so much love, need, and want, and just like complete passion. Okay, I'm making a fool of myself. I know, I'm really good at it. It's one of my talents. The other one is not knowing how to play the drum that well during these videos. So Mimi and Grandpa came in. Sievertson. And I can't believe what's happening. I don't know how this is so, but like the completely like blissful like reality here for me is like, how can you know something so well, and I've always known it, and then be marveling at it as if you've like you can't believe it's happening at the same time. And it's so the truth for me right now. Like, this is right in every way, and I know that, and I've always known it, but I can't believe it's happening. I really can't. It's scary as fuck a lot of the time, and a lot of that scary as fuck is just like how beautiful it is, and I do get scared. I get really scared because it's still like so much bigger than like my like ego mind can like handle. Like, I'm like, where's my sweatpants? Where's my robe, and do I have the right shampoo? You know what I mean? So when like I'm a little bit mind blowing, and that scares me. Sometimes, even though I completely understand it, the experience of it is it is miraculous. Sometimes things are just miraculous, you know? So you don't, it's like, how do you process a miracle? You just, one moment at a time, live through it and marvel at it and get scared of it and then marvel at it and then get scared of it and then work through it and then pray through it and then just always continue to marvel at it because it's a miracle. It's a miracle. It's happening. And about women and empowerment, because I'm just thinking a lot tonight about this thing of Stella's that she gave me right before Mimi and Grandpa got here, about, you know, let's empower women together. Because I talk a lot about men, and I do, and I can't not, because, well, one, to be so completely fucking in love with a man, and to have had a beautiful relationship with your own father and stuff, you know, makes me really value and understand the significance of the masculine-feminine dynamic. And I'm a mess. Like, I'm I'm totally delicate in a lot of ways. Vulnerable. No, I'm not delicate. I am. But that's the point for me, is that is empowerment. There's power, which I think is an illusion, really. It's kind of a contrived concept to me. There's empowerment, and empowerment is a very inclusive thing. So it means being able to be delicate and also, and vulnerable especially, and also very self-aware and self-confident and self-directed, and it allows for dependency. And again, you know, I'm just a big fan of dependency because that's how we create life. It just is. And I think that this war thing, you know, this outpower, I just like power. What is it? I'm still trying to figure out what power is. I don't think it matters what it is. I just really don't. I think it doesn't matter. I think it matters. Love matters. And the more that you can empower another person, man, woman, frog, even, let's get into animals. Let's get into, like, creatures. I don't care. I totally want to empower my dogs to be dogs. My hermit crab is amazing. I want her to know that. You know, the more that they are free of shame and can return that same gift of, you know, wow, wanting to support, wanting to love other things in the life. It's a theme for me. So, okay, I don't know what I just did. I'm exhausted. Really, really happy. Definitely overwhelmed. And it doesn't matter, huh? It's the real world. Like, I'm supposed to get drunk on just water in my mason jar. Because that is all that's happening now. 1422 horseshoe. I have hiccups. Okay.